Hey guys, it's Makooma. I just wanted to show you a Storm Talon that I was working on. This is for a friend of mine, and I'm actually doing it for his birthday, so it's pretty late now. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the technique that I used here. I used that Spectratex paint that I did a review on a little while ago, and in my airbrush obviously, and a little bit of Vallejo paint to get the highlights. And what I did first is I painted all the lighter blue, and I went over it and picked out the middle of the panels with the darker blue, which is something I don't normally do. Now this isn't finished yet. I'm in the stage where I'm doing transfers and things. I'm going to do a little freehand on top here. And I did the Tech Marine a little wonky. I talked about it with my friend, and this is kind of how he wanted to do it. And I actually like it a lot. I think the red and the blue looks really nice together. And you got all the instrument panels down in there. I have a little bit of OSL on his face and chest. And then back here, I made these antennae glow. And I did some OSL on the hull there. I know they don't normally glow, but you know how much I love to do that effect. So all the metal you see here was very simply done with, I guess basically, which would be a chainmail in Games Workshop colors. I used Vallejo. And then I used an oil wash, which if you watch Buy Painted, you know that it's black artist oil paint and some white spirit, and then diluted it down. And then you can run it along the panels and stuff and make it look darker, and in this case here you can see it looks lubricated, like it's actually I'm still working on a way to get the canopy done. I really lost my masking tape. That's the only reason I haven't actually finished the canopy yet. So as soon as I find my masking tape, this thing will be done, son. And I've magnetized all the weapons, and I haven't painted them yet, mostly because I feel like they're going to be easier to paint. And if any of you are having trouble magnetizing this model, then I want to show you kind of what I did. Where when I took the one that could be heavy bolter or a las cannon, I just drilled a big hole in it, and then I put the magnet like that, so that it can go through here, through this piece, and then magnetize onto the panel where I have the magnet sunk. And I did that for both the heavy bolter and the las cannon, just in case anybody's having trouble with that. I like to offer a little bit of a solution. Now, when I first saw this model, I didn't like it very much. I thought it looked kind of dumb. It like couldn't fly or anything. But one angle that I don't really see very often is the profile of the model, and I really like its profile. I don't know why. It reminds me of it reminds me of a Russian aircraft, because they tend to make aircraft that are kind of one size fits all, and this thing could take off, hovering, and then it actually utilizes the larger wingspan on its tail here to act as a landing strut, which is kind of interesting. So it doesn't actually have landing gear per se. It just kind of, it's meant to land in a hover, which is actually a really cool idea. And there's a lot of detail under here too that you don't see very often, like this mechanical symbol. You can't really tell on the camera here, but I did do 1/2 metallic and 1/2 the bone color. So I did do that. Same with the mechanical symbol here on his shoulder pad. And I thought there was one more. I guess not. So I did the jeweling look on these lights up here. And then I made that one kind of a dead white, sort of like the search lamp looks if it's like a halogen lamp, which I know most of them aren't, but that's the kind of look that I was going for there. And yeah, so a lot of really cool detail on this thing. And when I get it finished, it's gonna look really nice, and I think my friend's gonna be really happy. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll make sure to update it when it gets done. Tell me if you like this cannon, if you saw it. Alright, thanks.